something strange is happening. It is not simply something strange, it is something really shocking. Because if I am right, for the first time in the history of free India, in a bilateral trade agreement, a country is opting out. And it is not simply opting out, in fact, it has dropped India from the agreement. I am talking about the Chabahar rail project to come up in Iran. So 4 years ago, in the month of May in 2016, a trilateral agreement was signed in the presence of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Iranian President Rouhani, and Afghanistan President Ashraf Ghani. So there was a collaboration between Indian Railway and Iran Railway to carry out the project. It was to be for a stretch of 628 kilometers, running close to the border of Afghanistan. But this project is being now carried out without India, without India's contribution, without India's participation. The project was launched a few days ago, perhaps a couple of days ago, by the Iran Minister for Road and Urban Development, Mohammad Islami. He says they have dropped India from the project. What's the reason? Very simple. Because there is delay in funding, there is delay in launching the project, and delay is on the part of India. As I said earlier, it was signed in the month of May 2016. Now it is more than 4 years and nothing has happened now. Why there is so much of a delay? Why it is dropped? Or it is the intention of someone here in the government of India. It is not good for country. It is not good for the our relationship with Iran is very good when it is precious. We need to strengthen the relations with Iran, but it is something contrary to that. And I don't know. Actually, the Congress Party very rightly says in its Twitter, this project will cost something like $400 million. We have not released the funds, and there is so much of delay. Instead, China has now entered into an agreement with Iran where it is going to release something like $400 billion in the next 25 years. It has come again in the newspapers. So it's really shocking, because all along we have been saying that in the post-pandemic era, many of the countries will be opting out of China and they will be coming to India. They will be moving towards India. This is what we said. India will be their natural destination. Suppose they want to come out, they want to exit China. So our idea was that the loss of China would be the gain to India. China's loss would be a gain to India. This is what we said. But what has happened in Iran is quite contrary. Just opposite to that. Here it is India's loss and China's gain. Whose fault is this? We really do not know, because actually no one is coming forward. As I told you earlier, no one is coming out with any explanation to us. So we do not know. But again, the government of India is bound to give an explanation, bound to release a statement why it is so, what happened, and who is responsible for this imbroglio, right? And there is another news coming from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was something like, it seems, $900 million to India. But because of this pandemic situation, they have not been able to repay the loan. Now they are asking for a moratorium. They are asking for some relief. They are asking for some sort of loan freeze. And of course, they are asking for currency swap arrangement as well. But India has not responded so far. It seems the Sri Lankan Prime Minister, Mahinda Rajapaksa, spoke to Indian Prime Minister personally and asked for, made this request. But again, nothing is happening. Now it seems China is getting into it, and China is ready, through its development bank, it is ready to extend a huge amount of loan to Sri Lanka. Of course, Sri Lanka is already in trouble, because its overall debt amounts to something like 80% of its GDP. Naturally, they are in trouble. But again, this is not the way to deal with it. I mean, now some Indian authorities say they are considering the request to Sri Lanka. How long are they going to consider? So this is again a failure on the part of government of India. We should act quickly and we should act very swift, and this has not been happening there. In the field of economy, in the field of external affairs, there is always so much of a delay, and all the news that is coming from there is not at all encouraging. So it is high time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi looks into all these things, and he fixes responsibility. Otherwise, someone should be held responsible. Otherwise, the External Affairs Ministry just cannot function like this. Even in the case of Nepal, many people say, because it is from unconfirmed sources, it is unofficial. Many people say that actually Nepali Prime Minister tried to contact the higher authority, the people at top in India, to discuss the Kalapan issue, but it never happened. He tried some 6 times, it never happened. At the same time, there was a road laying ceremony, inauguration, that road leading to Kailash Yatra, and then there was a road laying ceremony, and all the way from Delhi, the defense minister goes there and attends the inauguration function. He speaks there. Naturally, it escalates tension. Why all these things are happening there? We do not really understand things, and it is good that it is to be better. The government of India comes forward and explain things to the people of India. After all, we have got every right to know what is happening there. Particularly in the field of external affairs, because we are really disappointed. It is really disheartening, because many people say that actually Prime Minister Narendra Modi is keeping very good rapport with the world leaders. If it is really if it is really real, these things would not have happened at all. But again, it is happening. We do not know what is. We do not know what's going on there. So, Government of India should come forward and explain things to the people of India. Let there be no such confusion anymore. It is high time Prime Minister Narendra Modi turns his eyes towards external affairs. We'll meet again. Thank you.